Welcome to Manana Ventures YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing the topic of long division of a cubic function. The typical question would be to factorize this cubic function that is given over here. So let's get right into it. Now, the first thing you would do in such a question is find one factor of this function. So we will use a series of numbers to do that until we find one factor to divide by. So we will start with, say, -1, and then 1, and then say -2, and then 2. Okay, now a factor, what we're going to do is we're going to put each one of these numbers into the equation. If they give us a 0, then that would be a factor of that equation. Let's start with the -1. So we're going to open our brackets. We're going to put -1 cubed. My bad. Start again. Open. And we put -1, close, and then cubed, -2, open. We put -1 squared. All right, and then -4. Open again, -1, close, plus 8. So this gives us 9, so obviously -1 is not a factor. And then let's go to 1. Okay, so we're just going to say 1 cubed minus 2 times 1 minus 4 times 1, which is still going to be 4, plus 8. That gives us 3. So that's not a function. Now let's go to -2. Open the bracket, -2, close it, cube it. Okay. -2, open the bracket, put the -2, and that's squared, -4 times, in the bracket, -2, and plus 8. Aha, that gives us 0. That means this is a function. Okay, therefore we're going to have x plus 2 as a function. We don't need to continue and do this because now we already have a function. Okay, so now we can go into the next stage. The next stage is we take the x plus 2 then we put the function there. That's our normal sign for, this is our normal sign for long division, or just dividing. -2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So we put the whole function under there. All right, cool. So we're dividing the whole function by x plus 2. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to use the side of this thing. So we're going to start on the side, just on the side right here. We're going to say we'll take this first, x cubed, and we're going to say x cubed divided by just an arbitrary x, and then we get x squared. X cubed divided by x, you get x squared. You take this x squared and you put it on top there. Next thing you do, you say x squared times x. That gives you x cubed, and you put that x cubed there. Then you say x squared times 2. You get 2x squared. So that's a positive 2x squared. Now, what I like to do then is that first of all, I put this in a bracket, this whole thing in a bracket, and then I put a minus sign, and then I underline it to show that I'm subtracting. Now, I'm going to say x cubed minus x cubed, well, that will give me 0. And then I'm going to say minus 2x squared minus 2x squared, that gives me minus 4x squared. Okay, then from there I'm going to take this minus 4x squared to the side. When I have minus 4x squared divided by x, that's going to be equal to, let's go down the page a bit, it's going to be equal to minus 4x. Take the minus 4x as it is, put it back up there, minus 4x. All right, next part, I'm going to say minus 4x times x. Minus 4x times x, that gives me minus 4x squared. Okay, and then I'm going to say minus 4x times 2. That gives me, what does that give me? It gives me minus 8x. Then do the same thing here. Put this in brackets, put a minus sign there, and then underline it. Next thing, I say 4x squared minus 4x squared. That will give me 0. And then I'm going to say minus 4x minus 8x. That will give me plus 4x. You can put that in a calculator if you get confused. Put minus 4 minus 8, and you will see you'll get a 4x. Now, the next part is take that 4x there, put it on the side, divide it by an x, and then you will be left with a 4. Take that 4, put it on top there. Okay, and you say 4 times x, and you get 4x. And you say 4 times 2, and you get plus 8. Put that in brackets, put a minus sign, and underline it. Okay, and then you're going to say 4x minus 4x, you get 0. Then you're going to say 8 minus 8, you get 0 again. That completes the long division. Now the next part is that you take the factors. Remember, x plus 2 was a factor, so we'll put x plus 2 as a factor, and then now you need to take this whole function on top there. That's a factor too. It's x squared minus 4x plus 4. Okay, and then the next part is write the x plus 2 as it is. We need to factorize this. Okay, normally we just open two brackets like that, put x on both of them. Now we need a number that when you multiply it, it gives you 4, but when you add them, they give you -4. So that will be factors of 4. So let's start with 2. Okay, 2 times 2 gives you 4. 2 plus 2 gives you 4 as well. So we're going to say 2, 2. Now we need to decide on the signs. Are they negative or positive? Since where you add them, they should give you -4. That means they should be negative. -2 times -2 gives you 4. -2 plus -2 gives you -4. Now this is our complete answer. You have 1, 2, 3 factors of a cubic function. And that concludes our answer.